Right, YouTube should be alive now. Right. It should be? Okay, cool. That's good. It's working there. Wait. Alright, cool. Oh, let me just adjust the resolution of this thing. Why is it focusing on my alt account? One sec. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Nope. God damn it. I wanted to take the right window. The fuck? I have like 2 windows open. There we go. Alright, let's get the music playing then. Give me a moment. Alright, cool. Right, we had the weekly and monthly reset too. I already did my dailies off stream. Let's go see. Right, gotta go grab these. Right, still stacking these up. I now have like 20 of those suppressor thingies that I can't use because they haven't upgraded them. Alright, let's go grab these. Alright. What else? Yeah, eat this one. And then this thing. Right, gotta grab all the things there. What's up with world chat here? What are they talking about? It just depends on what content. People are talking about queuing Battle Royale mode. Uh-huh. And then there's mentor chat here. Okay. Yeah, happy monthly reset, Zedmeister. Welcome, welcome. Alright, I already made my carrot video and uploaded it the other day. I was just so tired after that. After I spent like 30 plus hours working on that video that I didn't stream the other day. Right. Yeah, the carrot video. Let's see if I can pull it up. Alright, if I go here... Right, carrot video here. I went even crazier with the charts this time. Right, because like at the end here... I'll go do that. God damn it, why is it taking a while for it to load? How could this loading at 4K? Right. The bar in black. Right. This time. Right, we have it like this. Where there's the cactus damage, the bygone damage, sequential damage. Lin S4 is even calculated in here. Yeah, like this is what we have here, right? Comparisons there. This is what happens when you're in raids or the co-op mode, right? The regular weekly stuff here. The calcs for this thing. Everything's adjusted this way. Your damage normally, your damage if the enemy has a shield. Right, you can see damage go down when enemy has shield. Right, except for this one. This funny frost comp with Nonyan. That one stays. Origin of War is here. Even this. Depending on the enemy resistance. So you get to see how things get impacted based on the resistance here. Right, so much more detail there. And when they have a shield. And then the funny Nonyan comp just wins. Well, there we go, right? All the stuff here. As usual, of course, there are timestamps. Right? Timestamps and stuff, they're always there. It was a pain in the ass to make all these charts and get everything set up here. But there we go. More detail on all the things this time. Because all this stuff is factored in. None of these have like a special boss exclusive passive, so I didn't have to try calculating that, but yeah. Yes. You'll see why later. You'll see why later. Don't worry. We got something funny later. Well, I got something funny planned later. Definitely not safe for work. You do it, man. Oh wait, oh, the video? I already posted in the video tab before. So, yeah. Okay. Just gonna do a quick join up first. But yeah, I posted in the videos tab like after I uploaded it. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure I posted it there. I only have enough vitality for one run. Okay. Right, let's go over here. Quick and easy. Let me get my ult over. Wait, where's the chest? Oh, there. Okay. And then I can loot that. Right, nice and easy. And then we can warp out. Alright. Okay, we have a new battle pass again. Right, as usual. New battle pass relic. Wait, where is it? Yeah, Battle Eye Mark II, the damage buff from this is normal damage category. It's the same as Overdrive Shot and stuff. And what else was it again? It's the same buff as Overdrive Shot, which is also the same buff as the bubble gun and the what's it called again? Bioelectric control rifle. Those things all in the same category. But yeah. This one has 15% damage if you have it at 5-star, right? 9% and then 6% more, 15%. So that's what that relic is, if you were wondering. And then it has the taunt thing. Not the craziest for taunt, but it's there. It has I believe a 25-meter radius or so. But yeah. And the teleport doesn't work after you swap weapons, apparently. Which is kind of weird, but yeah. There's that. Great, so we have that thing as a relic. Right, it has like, but it's like one taunt, 3-second taunt there, but then after you get it to 1-star, it'll just keep drawing in enemies until it disappears. Alright, what are people talking about now? Final trial bosses that speed up? Yeah. Okay. I still need to do a weekly raid and final trial and stuff. We got, this one. Element Alert. And then final trial. Oh yeah, I haven't like touched Origin of War at all yet this season. How is it? How is Origin of War yet this season? I haven't like touched it at all. And then there's world bosses and stuff. I think there's something about like double drops when next patch comes. We're gonna have world boss double drops again. We're finally getting it back. But yeah. Let me change it to 3 target. But it's on like weekends and stuff. It's on specific days. Yeah, I got a bunch of chips to burn. Yeah. 142 right there. Lots of stuff to burn. Right, and each one gives 5, right? Well, technically we get this thing, it's like what? On average per click, it's like 2 experience, right? Or it's like 1.8 or something? 1.8 experience. Divide that by... How much is a level again? I had like a sheet on this before. Let me double check with the actual sheet. Oh wait, no, I can just look here. 194. So that's 13 levels. Nice. That's 13 levels of the thing. Right, use it all, that's 13 levels. That's pretty big. Right, that's 13 levels there of this thing. So I can get that to 10, 10, and then, you know, I can get this up. I could technically have like these 3 at 10 and then one of them thing. So that's cool. One of them at like level 6 or 7. Which is nice. Right? No reason not to do that. I don't think we're gonna get level 15 or whatever on the stuff there. I don't think they're gonna give us level 15. Oh. So cool, return E point. Sure. Free return E points. I'm not gonna say no to that. Alright, they're doing normal, that's fine. Alright, that's fine. Alright, cool. We can do a challenge right after. The sensor is so Pepega, man. That sensor will never, like, not be Pepega. You'll see later. We're just doing the thing here real quick. Oh, wait, it does that? Oh, that's nice. Still time to get returnee points. Alright, let's get on in. But yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but yesterday I did upload the video on Carrot. Right? So we got the Carrot video thing. It just died immediately. Okay. Sure. But hey, we get returnee points. I need to do challenge after anyways. Thanks for the follow as well, AP Kerr, and welcome. Yeah, after we're done with these, I'll show you what I mean by the NSFW. After we're done with these. But yeah, we're gonna have double drop world bosses next patch. So hopefully you saved all your keys. Cause it'll be big if you did. Ooh. Thanks for the member there, Shonen Manga Protagonist. I saw the notification for that. But yeah. Alright. Let's get on in. Yeah, but whoever gets the skill off first wins there. Nice. Good that you saved them. Because it'll be huge. I only pushed the second skill button and won. Nice. Alright, cool. Right, always good to get all these points. I win. I win. It's just funny how quickly it dies. Ooh, welcome raiders. Thanks for the raid. 5 million people, man. 5 million raiders.
I'll hit 777 soon.
What's up? Oh, Holocure? When they add the slot machine to that? I did not know they had a slot machine in there. Though I haven't played it since it came out. Like a year and a bit ago, right? I don't remember when. I didn't know they added a slot machine. That's cool. Oh yeah, welcome, welcome. Alright, they got the hit count thing. Sure. Oh, now you can join Zedmeister if you want. Oh shit, I got teleported in here. Oh cool, they got 3 of these things here. Easy Norns. Oh, that's nice. Let me go get my Norns. Nice and easy free Norns. Wait, what the f- The little computer terminal thingy is just floating in there. It's just floating there. What a random spawn. What a random spawn, man. Let's go on in. I was sent a bunch of things to look at and react as well over the past couple of days because I haven't streamed. I haven't streamed since what, Friday last week? game volume might be that loud. Damn, this slow. There we go. All cleared. Now I just need final trial. Alright, nice and easy. There we go. Let's talk about Phelan raid. Miss of the lightning can wipe entire team. Yep. But hey, it's still easy. Alright. Oh, my ult is lead now. Alright, let's just get people to do a final trial. Where do we upgrade now? Okay, I just upgrade this. Alright, I just work on exoskeleton because that one's maxed out. Yep, we just need 2 more. Right? Oh, okay, it's full. Alright, let's go. Doo doo. this way we start with the thick one, Lucia. Hi, Acme Studios. Welcome, welcome. Did I accidentally get freeze frame turned on again? Hi, Tara. Welcome, welcome. I wouldn't be surprised. You'll see. You'll see. There we go. That's the weekly final trial done. Right? Alright, cool. Nice and easy. Right? But anyways, this is what I mean. Not safe for work, guys. Look, this is not safe for work. Look. See? This guy is using the saw to cut this metal wire here. So you can see the sparks coming in, and there's a tank of gasoline right there. This is definitely not safe for work. How about this one? Do not turn off the breakers. They do not work properly. Electrical panel right there. They lock it up. They don't want them to turn it off for safety. Nah. Don't turn it off. Definitely not safe. How about this one? Right, we got this excavator over here. There's this tunnel right underneath the excavator. Right, this mini narrow tunnel here. This is definitely not safe for work. Right, this is not safe for working. Don't ride your mechanical horse on the top of a tractor here. Doesn't matter, it can still catch fire. It's still not safe. Also, we're talking about the sparks in the metal there. From the friction on there. That's definitely enough to burn the thing. How about this? They carried 50 beds, 50 cupboards, and 50 sideboards, and 50 wall cabinets over this pitfall. Yeah. Definitely don't do this either. That is definitely not safe. This is definitely, several years out of date. That fire extinguisher. Yeah. Thanks, Dave, for checking it back in 1994. The fire extinguisher. Needs the proper fuel. It gets all the fucking air at once. It doesn't matter. The thing has enough like exposed air in here. This thing can still melt through the plastic container. But like the actual sparks from this is enough to melt through the plastic. You can see it sparking. It's enough to melt through the plastic here. That's why it's not safe. Also, there's molten metal in this. Right, tiny pieces of that in there. So it's gonna like, it can melt through the plastic. That's why it's not safe. And then it's exposed to air that way. How about this one? Don't have a ladder that tall? Don't worry, man. Just combine your ladders together. Use a ladder on top of a ladder. Yeah, the sparks can ignite it. It will not burn, it will ignite still. Right? Catching fire and burning isn't exactly the same thing. But yeah. You got this. This is definitely not safe for work. Don't do this with ladders. This is extremely dangerous. If like he can't keep steady, both of them, you know, he'll just fall all the way down. Fall all the way down from the roof. Yeah, don't do this either. Don't make a pyramid of ladders to prop up another ladder to climb a tree. Don't do this. Special safety brush to hold up scaffolding. What the fuck? Yeah, don't do this either. This thing isn't even fully touching the ground either. Alright. Found a stalker at work using this broken steak knife to cut open boxes. Yeah, do not use a broken steak knife as a box cutter. Don't. 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 Ah, yes! Emergency exit in the office building leads to a brick wall. How about this? Nice brick wall. This is the emergency exit. Just no clip. Right? You gotta no clip through this. You know, in case of a fire, don't worry. Just no clip. Just no clip through the wall. Easy. Easy. Just no clip. Yeah. Definitely don't have it next to the propane gas here. Definitely don't have a smoking area with an ashtray next to the propane gas. What the actual fuck, man? You got the propane gas over here. And then you have the smoking area with the ashtray over here. Smoking area next to the propane gas. Definitely a very intelligent design. The design is very human. What the fuck? They got the wood chipper or whatever here and it's throwing it into the back of a truck. Yeah, don't do this because those shards can break the glass window at the back there. And then, then you get hit in the head if someone's sitting in the cabin there. The wooden chips that are getting flung out. No, don't do this. Yeah, not to mention the guy sticking his head in there, yeah. Oh, true, I didn't even notice that. You're right. That guy's sticking his head in there. We'll have Chip Dude over here coming out with lots of blood and stuff being splattered over. Oh yeah, this guy's ready for liftoff, alright. He's smoking right next to the flammable tank. No smoking? No problem. He's gonna smoke right here. Great idea. They put it too high up. I guess. Oh, but the fuck is this ladder? Yeah, don't do this. Ever. No. No, don't. Supervisor asked me to delete the picture as well. No harness on them. On it. Yeah, they don't have a harness on. That's, not safe. If they fall, well, rip. They're dead. Yeah, don't do this. No. Don't climb across like this without any, without being strapped in and stuff. Yep. Yeah, that's not safe. Yeah, Kalusha, exactly. When I was doing construction, I was apparently featured in a safety fail site on Pinterest. Uh-huh. Yeah, stacking ladders on the roof like this? Definitely not safe. Yep. It's, but the funnier part, it's like, instead of being one straight thing across here, it just completely turns 90 degrees here. And it's on a different angle. Like, what? We got the fire exit blocked off here at with bottles of water, uh some sort of candy thingy, I think maybe over here. I don't know. Something's there. We got pallets of water bottles. What harness? You got a backpack on, no harness. The fire exit in the restroom, yeah. Blocked off. Well, they're also blocking the fire exit too. The ladder on a stack of paper. Yeah, don't put your ladder on cardboard. Don't. No. Yeah, they didn't strap in their air conditioning unit. No. You definitely don't want to be walking next to the side of this building. That air conditioning unit is, vibration dampening. True, they got vibration dampening on this air conditioning unit. You can still see my boss's face imprint on the windshield. Oh boy. What the fuck is going on here? Yep. Getting the bail out of the baler at Aldi. What the fuck is going on here? What the fuck is this? What the fuck? Alright, let's skip the mandatory eye wash station test. Yeah, the water here is dirty. Yeah, if your eye wash station looks like this, maybe don't use it. Ew. Ew, indeed. Oh look, it's the landlord's special. You got a pillar column breaking apart? Don't worry, we got the landlord's special. You know, they got the breakfast special here. 2 eggs with a meal with meat and potatoes and toast. Only $5.99. That sounds like a great special right there to eat in. But maybe not with this column over here. Landlord special, perhaps. Don't do this with a forklift. Don't. You shouldn't be doing this with a forklift. Riding on the end of a forklift here to go grab stuff up there. Yeah, don't do this. What the fuck happened at this Costco? What the fuck? They're just stacking the empty, like, forklift pallets to keep something balanced up there? What the actual fuck? And this thing is like, it looks like it's falling over. How did they do it indeed? You're right. How did they do it indeed? Why does this ladder lift have a scoop bucket in it? I don't know, but you should not be in there. What the actual fuck? Why? No, a shirt is not a good stand-in for a respirator when mixing concrete. No. No. What the fuck? Why is the guy just going around like this? No. Yeah, this safety rail doesn't look like it's safe. You also probably should get get a tetanus shot after touching this. To be safe. Just drop this here, yup. What the fuck is going on with this with these ladders, man? Looks stable to me. Yep. The top of the ladder isn't really for you to be stepping on. It's not. No. You're not meant to step on the very top of the ladder like this. Especially when you have nothing to hold on to. No. Do not push the button. People are cleaning. If you will, kill them. What? What? What the fuck? There's an emergency stop button right there. Yeah, don't use that eye wash station either. We got more here. We told the new guy to catch the sparks because we recycle them. He's not even protecting his face, man. Look at this. He's not even like wearing anything to protect his face. And no, you should not be catching them like this. That is not safe. Do not use a scissor lift on the pool. I'm like, okay, wait, that looks... Oh wait, this isn't a pool, never mind. They made a makeshift raft to use a scissor lift on the pool. No. No. If you want to use a scissor lift in the pool, drain the pool first. The pool should be drained first. This is like not safe at all. You have to be really careful with your balance because the whole thing will just tip over. Because like the reality is the center of mass is not down there. It's like up, it's over here. So this thing can tip over. It's tied down to the raft, but the thing is, because of where the weight is and everything, the weight on these things is gonna be up here. Most of it's gonna be around up here. Not all the way down here. So center of gravity is over here, not down here. And because it's up here, like around this point or this point, around there, this thing can tip over. It's not down here. Yeah, no, do not use bungee cables to freaking strap your shit to the back of your truck here. Yeah, they didn't have the extra $250 to get a bigger truck. So they're just like, nah. I mean, don't drive behind that truck either. We'll make it off it. Well, we got a rat's nest over here. God fucking damn. I just hope no one needs to do any electrical work over here because, yeah. Also, I hope nobody wants to walk through here either because, that's not safe. What the fuck happened here? We got like pliers over here that's just floating here. Alright, no, these bolt cutters are just floating here. Completely charred and abandoned. And then this guy just wedged a freaking ladder here. It's only being held in place by the friction of this wall here. It's scratching against this wall. And the glass over here keeping it down. That glass shatters or he shakes, he drops. He just drops. And dead. Is this guy napping in asbestos? This dude is sleeping in asbestos. The fuck, man? Yeah, he's fucking just sleeping in the fiberglass insulation. What He's gonna get an asbestos lawyer, yeah? Look at this one. We got an excavator, a big excavator holding up a chained smaller excavator. What the fuck? No! Don't do this. Right? Don't do this. That's not how this shit works, man. These dudes are just swimming in cement or something. What the fuck are they doing in the cement? Ooh. Where's a mud bath? I don't know, man. Yeah, okay, so, if your scissor lift wasn't, they couldn't buy a bigger, taller scissor lift. So they're like, no, okay, we got a forklift. So we'll put I heard you you wanted a taller scissor lift. So we put a scissor lift on a forklift. Instead of just getting a taller scissor lift. Right, the forklift over here, scissor lift over here. Too bad center of gravity is right here. So like, this thing can tip over because the weight is over here. Where this thing is the center of gravity. So like, anything can tip this entire thing over. And even the guy all the way down here will be injured. And it'll fall on top of this dude. This dude over here, it'll fall on there. Yeah, definitely should not do this at all. Really? A padlock on the first aid kit? They freaking locked up the first aid kit. Why? No incidents to report? Look, everything is still in here. Exactly. Using a gutted smoke alarm to hide the six. IP commander. Yeah. Don't do that to hide it. No. Someone will think that's a real smoke alarm when it's not. What the actual fuck? What's going on here? Yeah, you got the boiler in the building next to other stuff here. There's a gas tank right there. What the hell's going on with the boiler? Yeah, sure, that's a ceiling-mounted landmine. It's a ceiling mine. What? Did they use the wrong lift to lift up the car and now it dropped the car? Yep, the car is tilted on the garage lift. Great job. Great fucking job here. Surely this is safe. Right? Surely. No. Yeah, car won't be ready in 30 minutes. Sorry for the delay. It's fine. We just need a tow truck to help us out. Alright, I'll see you around then, Zenmeister. Yeah, so if the guy's boots come off, he just falls. What the actual fuck? Okay, now tickle him. Oh, that's cursed. So again, instead of draining the pool to work on the roof, he's like, nah, we'll just stack a bunch of ladders and stand on top of a chair on top of the ladders here. And then I'll go fix the roof. Oh wait, no, he's just changing a light in the light fixture. We're looking at stuff that's NSFW, not safe for work. This is not safe for work, don't do this. Rip that car. Yep, what the fuck happened to this car? They're not getting out. They're definitely not gonna get out of the car this time. The 63 Volkswagen Beetle. Can't even escape clipping his shoes. Yeah, he just clipped through, man. He just clipped through. Okay, so you gotta go rock climbing if you want to use this one. You want to use the toilet here, right? That's a toilet, right? That's a urinal, I think, right? You gotta go rock climbing to use the urinal up here. No problem. Just be careful about hitting your head on the ceiling. I'm gonna assume if you're like standing to use this thing, if you can climb up here, you're gonna hit your head on the ceiling. So I don't know how the hell you'd use that. Gotta hit the trick shot and do upside down gymnasium. I guess so. Right? I assume your thing works like a mini hose. So you gotta like do a handstand here while curving your body so that you can get it aimed in there. Gotta trick shot it. Why are there zip ties here on the tire? Titanfall run on the wall easy. Yeah, and then we zip tie the tires. Don't worry, you know, a tire doesn't have enough traction and stuff. Just zip tie. Cracks in the tire? Don't worry, we got zip ties. Surely zip ties will do the job. What the actual fuck? So they just jammed 2 pieces of metal in there just so they can convert it to a North American plug. They forgot the grounding wire, but also the voltage is different. What country is this? What country is this connection again? Because this is not safe. It's from the inside of a 3-way splitter. Uh-huh. Either way, this is not safe. You got live and neutral exposed over here. They don't even ground this one. They don't even have ground here. Right? But yeah, that's definitely the most inventive way to use nail clippers. Just slap some electrical tape. Pretty sure this is more expensive than just getting like a cheap adapter to do this. Also, the voltage is gonna be wrong here. What's the... Oh, which one's that one? Type I. Australia, New Zealand, China. What's the voltage? That's 220 to 240 volt. If you're plugging in a 110 or 120, 115 volt, North American plug, that's more than double what you need. Yeah, except the adapter would be also give it the correct voltage. Not only do we have exposed live and neutral terminals, but the voltage is more than double what you need. So, like, this thing can go and catch fire, but also, here's the other thing. You get a nice, easy short circuit right here. This is so close to being like a short circuit. If dust falls in between here, you're going to get the arc to jump and cause a short. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's updated to that. Even on global, it has that. But not the, I'm talking about, like, the one that you buy, right? Oh, right, it has the, I forgot how it, like, Level Infinite fucked up my birthday when I tried to put the 9. And it put it on the 2. Back when we had 10 cent. But yeah. If we're talking about the one in the shop, it should have it. This one? This one should have up to Liho. I don't know about Zeke and thing in there though. Okay. Let's get back into it though. But yeah, definitely not safe. Why is there a chimney? There's a chimney and a wood stove inside of a car. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? Why? Why? Only violation I see here is that haircut. Oh, true, that haircut is... Yikes. Ah, yes, let's go cut and saw this pipe on top of your leg. Great idea, do it right on top of your leg. Great fucking idea. Yeah, he'll cut off his leg too. I see this guy has had enough, so he decided to hang himself. This guy is hanging himself over here. Oh, we're too late. Yeah, he has the Crocs. We're too late, guys. He hanged himself. We're too late. This guy hanged himself. Or he hung himself. Or hanged is not a word, it's hung. He hung himself. We're too late, guys. He hung himself. What the actual fuck is this? Yeah, so we cut a bunch of wooden branches and used it as scaffolding like this. So, I assume this is some sort of grill here, and you left your propane tank on top of the grill? Why? Yep. Propane tank just on top of the grill over here. Emergency phone not installed. Please do not have an emergency at this location. Damn. Please do not have an emergency at this location. You want to have an emergency? Do it elsewhere, not here. God fucking damn it. Please do not have an emergency at this location. Just don't. You know, if you don't have an emergency, you won't have an emergency. So please don't have an emergency. What the fuck is going on? What the hell is going on with these ladders? And the thing down there. Well, yeah, like what the fuck? They're balanced on some sort of like, cart. So like the wheel thing, they can move. And if they move, they fall down and they're dead. Because I assume they're working on some sort of blimp, so this thing is like really high up. Yep, don't do that. This is why OSHA was started right after this picture was taken. Yep. Well then. Yeah, just sit on someone's head. That's definitely what you should be doing. Sitting on this dude's head. Do you think that when these men got into construction, they ever thought one would be on top of another man's ass? You know, one would be up the other man's ass. Yup. Don't carry your car in a truck bed like this. No. That's not the way to do it. Especially facing this way. No. And then like you're like taking up multiple lanes now. And like if you move too fast on your lane, you're gonna hit the car on the side, damaging the car that you're carrying up here and their car. And no, zip tying ladders together is not a great way to keep them connected together. Look at this freaking zip tie ladder jank. That like they're just stacking them on top of each other. At least the car will be there as a cushion. That's assuming they fall onto the car. But no. Well, there goes the emergency stop switch. No more emergency stop. That's gone. And now we have, this. We got exposed sharp bits for the sink. Also, the water can just fall and splatter all over the place. Yep. A broken sink with makeshift plumbing. Truly, very intelligent design. Yeah, what the fuck? He's just standing on random small metal pipes being held in place there? And to hold this ladder? What the fuck? No, don't. Yeah, that surely this this one metal thing here can and the friction here will hold this bathtub in place. You know, surely that'll hold it in place. Ah, yes, check the electrical panel box out during a flood. Great idea. Great idea. Check this during a flood. And now this guy is stacking a table on top of two tables with a table on top of that table. And then a ladder on top to change the light bulb. Just get a bigger ladder. A taller ladder. How many fearless nincompoops standing on 4 tables and a ladder does it take to change a light bulb? The fuck? Did they just jam in bare wires into the power strip? They fucking jammed in bare wires. Ah, yes, broken pillar in your home? Don't worry, just attach a ladder and some random wood, piece of wood to hold it in place. You know? No problem. Also over here, what the fuck? This is just floating there. He's just climbing on the stack of boxes over here. What the fuck? Yeah, no, don't do that. Hi there, Kumali. Welcome, welcome. But yeah. Don't do that. Definitely not safe. Neither is this. Why the fuck is he lying down in the claw of this machine? The trust float? No, don't do this. That is not safe at all. Really? The improved ladder? Fucking... Aren't these just for like to like put up shelves? To put up shelving units? They're just attached to these to the freaking cracked concrete stuff over here. God damn. The 2-inch screws should hold up just fine. It's to climb brick walls, yeah. One, how the fuck are you supposed to close this door? And two, you couldn't just run the wires inside of this? Yikes. Yeah, they're just shelf brackets. I'm like, what the fuck? These are shelf brackets. But like, no, don't run your wires like this. What the actual fuck? Yeah, they cut corners, right? They cut the corner here. This is what happens when you cut corners, guys. This is what happens when you cut corners. Ah, yes, speed tape. Perfectly normal. This is plain duct tape, okay? They're putting duct tape on this plane. Completely safe. Duct tape on the airplane engine. Duct tape fixes everything. Don't worry. It's very sophisticated stuff. You know? Very sophisticated. As long as it's flex tape brand. Yeah. Just slap it on with the might of Zeus or whatever. Oh yeah, so we'll get our picnic table, we'll put another table, we'll put another table on top, we'll get 2 cinder blocks, and then we'll put a ladder on top and hold it against one of these panel boxes on the side there, just so I can not really reach the thing on the underneath the roof. This isn't even like letting him do what he needs to do. And he set this thing up. He's not even getting high enough. So like, not only is this extremely dangerous, he's not even doing what he needs to do here. What the fuck happened with this welding job here? Yeah, so, I hope you don't use anything welded together by this dude, by the dude who made this, because, this is a terrible welding job. Yikes. Just send and no one will know. Uh-huh. Another welding job fail. Workers ignoring OSHA safety regulations, using a digger to lift gravel from a trench. Yep. And he falls inside. You don't put this on the forklift. They put a fucking... Is this some sort of gas tank or something? On the forklift like that? Yikes. Oxygen tank, maybe, yeah. Nice excavator to lift a forklift onto the roof of a building. No, this is not how you use an excavator to get a forklift up there. Yeah, it's an air tank. Okay. What about this? What the actual fuck, man? Yeah, how did it not roll down too? Yeah. I'm sorry, what? This dude's on stilts? And he's... Yeah, use a stilt on top of a ladder. Yeah, this is truly intelligent design, guys. What the actual fuck? 100% pure skill. How the hell does it get down? How the hell would he even get down? Yeah, I don't know, man. Yikes, look at this ceiling fan. It's completely covered in dust and mold and everything. Yeah, that's some disgusting mold on that ceiling fan. So now on the roof of his van, he has two ladders strapped to each other to get to the side of his house. No, he's gonna damage the... He's gonna scratch and damage the roof here. But also, this thing can break off and he just falls down. Okay, so this is like cars for scrap. Okay. They're not strapped down properly, so they can just fall over when the car turns on the highway. And these things can fall down and hit nearby cars and stuff. It cause more roadblocks and more problems. Yikes. Yeah, we got car Django over there. Yeah, so we got remember screensavers, the Windows screensaver with the pipes? Yeah, someone thought they needed to make a real-life version of that. So here we go. An Enfield casual build. True, true, true. Alright, here we go. Yeah, just stand on the propane tank as you're trying to go change some cabling over here in the machinery. Yeah, just step on the propane tank. Yeah, the makeshift tow is secured by chains. Nice. The fuck happened here? The fuck happened to this hammer? What the fuck is this hammer? It is not hammer time. It definitely ain't hammer time. But they gotta stop. What the fuck is going on? Really? A random wooden plank here to hold this ladder in place here? As he does something to the roof here? Oh yeah, and he's like on top of a bunch of glass. Yikes. New winter garden roof needed in 3, 2, 1, yeah. Ah yes, block the fire exit with all your shopping carts. Great idea. What? Someone decided to make a truck bed into a hot tub. They took their old Toyota truck bed and made it into a hot tub. Of all the things to convert, they convert an old truck bed. Okay then. Ah yes. Expose the actual raw, live, and neutral wires over here. By ripping out the entire electrical socket. Very, very dangerous. Oh yeah, you know, breakaway glass replaced with masking tape to hide the fact that they have this thing here. Why is there a... Why... Yeah, they put a cone here, should be safe now, people will fall, right? Don't worry, the cone is already in the hole. Right? They already put the cone in the hole, don't worry. Yep, they're on a ladder on the rooftop here. What the fuck, man? Don't do this. That's why it's not safe for work. They got this staircase just suspended in the air here. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's not exactly flat there. They should get a new staircase, cause this is not safe or stable. This staircase. It also doesn't go anywhere. Like, what the fuck is up with this staircase? Stairway to heaven. Oh wow, he's definitely tired, man. Lots of tires there. The yellow straps to just hold the air conditioning unit in place. That's like falling off. Truly safe design, guys. This falling air conditioning unit is being held together by these yellow straps. Ah yes, put your ladder on wooden planks above some sort of tanks. For a lighting rig. Ah yes, stand on an oil barrel to do I don't know what the fuck. Just get a ladder. So, the thing that's holding this ladder in place is just this random freaking toolbox. It's holding that ladder in place at the bottom. Yikes. Also, there's like no other support here, so like, any small movement, this thing is just gonna fall down and come crashing down. There's something wrong with this pipe here from the ammonia plant. Yep. And there we go. We got all those violations there. That stuff truly was not safe. Definitely not safe for work. Right? Definitely not safe for work. How's that for my April 1st thing? Right? NSFW not safe for work. We're looking at OSHA violations. Big brain, right? How many reacts were I sent? What was I sent? That was a lot. Okay. Alright, did I do the... Oh, I should open some boxes. Oh, they're doing Evolution Frontier? Yeah, your dad smoking a cigarette pumping gas. The gas wasn't flammable back in the 50s. Guess not. Right? Oh, but this guy's still doing taxis? Oh, it's almost dead. No, I'm fine. Alright, let me loot the chest. Do 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 do. Alright, let me open some chests over here. Alright, let's loot this thing. Are they gonna go text it to another channel? Another blueprint there, and then we got these. Too bad I don't have the Norns for that. Alright, what do I upgrade here? That's kinetic damage. How about over here? Alright, let's go warp on over. Alright, that one's destroyed. Alright, we destroy the rocket launcher now. I gotta destroy this thing. Yeah, I've just been tired lately. Physically. Alright, cool. Third attack now has a chance to do double damage. And now gotta slowly work towards upgrading all the things here. Okay. Alright, let's go loot some stuff here. Alright, let's see. Do we have another? Oh wait, we got a weapon box. We got a random Hilda from there. Oh, let's do another upgrade here. Alright, we want to get over to the particle damage, so we activate that one. And then we gotta work on getting this thing upgraded twice. Do, 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 do. Alright, let's see you around then. Oh yeah, they have a direct thing. But imagine watching the direct run and not just looking up the news after the fact. Right, imagine not just looking up the news and stuff after the fact. They're doing Thursday and Friday as well, what the fuck? Right, gotta loot this one. Yeah, I don't watch any of those things, man. I can't imagine wasting time to watch those. When you can just look up all the news and information after it's over. And waste less time doing that. Especially when most of the time you don't give a fuck about what they show. Most of the time you don't really care. It's just a bunch of, like, fluff that you don't care for. So, like, I would just wait for it to be over and then look up the news. That's me personally. I'd rather look up all this stuff after it's done. Yeah. And I probably won't care much. And like, even if I do get a Switch 2, I doubt I'll use it that much. I barely even use my Switch. Yeah, true. How fast can we get the emulator? Oh yeah, they announced that we're getting Kai this year. There's already a Steam page for the English version of Kai in the fall. So what? We had Daybreak 2 in February. At the end of the year, we're also gonna get this Trails of the Sky remake and Kai localized as well. 3 games in 1 year. Shit's crazy, man. Actually crazy. Yep. Oh damn, the guy left. Alright. I guess he's done doing the thing. Alright, they're not gonna do more right now. We'll do it. We'll actually finish the rest of those like another day. I don't know. I haven't been paying attention to a bunch of stuff, man. The past couple days, I've been swamped with other things. I've been busy with other shit, man. I need more balls. I don't have enough balls. Because I'm not getting lucky with the freaking, lucky strikes or whatever. So that's unfortunate. Yeah, just been busy. Why is this glowing? Oh, fishing tournament. Imagine doing that one. Okay. Let's go see what are the other things that is going on. But no, like the main thing was this. The carrot video. I spent like 30 hours on this. That's why I didn't stream those for those past couple of days. If you're wondering what happened, right? 3 days ago, right? This was on Friday. I didn't stream yesterday. If you're wondering why, it's because of this. There's still another thing I want to do, but I don't know if I'll do it or not. On this thing, and there's a couple other things, but yeah. Editing videos is a pain, man. I got the stuff in there, got the calcs. I went into more detail on how this stuff actually goes down here. As you can see with these numbers here. Right. I color code them here to just show the differences on things. And how the things work here, but yeah. You got the purses there. But yeah. Well, there's also that's just the entire thing. So I'm talking about recording, right? I'm recording, right? Getting my voice and stuff like that, obviously. And then I had to make the charts here. I made the slides with the charts and stuff. Right. Oh, if you're wondering, yeah, the background there is animated. % difficulty, and of course I had to record my voiceover. Right. Modifiers can come into, and like keep in mind this is a transparent background, so I had to get like transparency stuff in there. Right. I didn't chroma key it. I did something else. But yeah. But like yeah, I had to like set up stuff to do calcs on all of this. And I went into a lot more detail on like what actually happens Bygone and Sequential have slightly different resistance values. Even Lin S4 is accounted for here on these charts. So any of the things using Lin S4 and stuff is accounted for. All of that stuff is like dealt with in here. But yeah. Big pain to do all that, but yeah. Lots of work there. Alright, we can close that stuff there now. Don't need those tabs anymore. Okay, let's see. What was I sent? How far back do we need to go? I don't remember if we, how far we were. Because I haven't looked through this in a while. When was the last time I did reacts? What the fuck is this? Didn't ask. Oh, okay. How far back? The new Discord UI is annoying. Right, the 23rd, what was the 23rd again? That was a Sunday. I only did 2 streams last week. Friday we didn't do any reacts. I don't think I did any reacts on the other stream I did that week either. Right, last week I only did 2 streams. That would have been 6 days ago. That's Carrot stuff again. I don't think we did reacts here. We did story stuff. Yeah. That was also Carrot test server, so we just did 2 Carrot test server things there. No reacts that day. So I'm gonna guess we're here. Because I'm pretty sure we already saw that one. Alright, let's see this.
I haven't even seen the Cantarella trailer.
Okay.
I commented on this and didn't even watch it. And I'm being told people are already crashing the f out on this character. Is it over this? Let's find out. Was the trailer bad? Jellyfish Fields. Goo Lagoon. Holy f***!
Okay, she got melons on her chest.
Look at her f***ing tits, dude! Jesus!
Whether I am the bane of the wicked.
Good God!
Those are definitely some big melons there.
She's just porn!
For the pure is yours to
Okay.
decide.
Holy shit! Okay. Her VA is also amazing.
Forth in fury.
Okay. Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know what the
Yeah.
hell this is.
I like that.
Someone sent this? I don't know.
Yep.
Like, I don't really pay attention to a lot of this shit.
Oh my God, bro. She really should like put out her tongue and go like this for her ultimate animation though, you know what I mean? And then like the goo from the jellyfish just like go all over her face, then her swallow the entire jelly load. You know? Like that's how you take this character to the next level. Yo, fucking moderators, mods, get on that shit. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna jerk off to that later. Wait, what's going on? Is Wuthering Waves locking exploration behind paywalls? Okay, let's see what these people are saying about this. I've seen a lot of creators talk about why Cantarella's like doomed. They're like freaking out over her swimming ability. So let's see if this video addresses it.
I wanted to touch on this whole exploration situation we have going on right now with WUWA. I think 2.2 looks really solid. I think it's like at least a 7, could possibly be an 8. I think
it's an 8 due to the fact that we get, I believe it's 96 free-to-play polls in 4 weeks. Which
wait, they're only talking about getting polls, not the actual game? I thought it was less than that. I thought it was like 83 or something. But whatever. They're fixated on that. They forget about the actual thing it's supposed to be.
Which immediately hotshots us into 2.3. And I think for a patch where it does have less to do, it being shorter makes perfect sense. I think it's actually going to be a great patch. I think that's awesome when they have less prepared, so they make the patches less long. It's pretty good, right?
I'm personally very excited for Cantarilla. I'm excited for Arrow Rover. I'm going to make a separate video on why I think people are not happy with those two characters.
I am hoping to get a Gion rerun banner soon because I don't have them, and I would like to try the Gion Arrow Rover team. And I also think it's great that Kuro Games is retroactively adding characters to buff older characters that are free-to-play friendly. So I think that's very good. And yeah, what's crazy is even...
free-to-play friendly, but you still cost how many gacha pulls? Yeah, sure.
Without that, Gion is still very, very, very strong in specific game modes and even in the world. So I think he's actually still in a good spot.
In particular,
I don't think any character in WUWA that's been released on a premium sense has been power crept or feels useless yet, which is great. Yo, Zila, how you doing? And there's a very big discrepancy between 1.0 HSR and 3.2 HSR versus 1.0 WUWA versus 2.2 WUWA. And I think it's actually pretty nice.
But one of the things that came with this was the fact that Cantarilla has a lot faster swim time, and she's able to pretty much kind of do a heavy attack mid-swim, go high enough in the air, and then she can immediately flight. And so it's bringing up a discussion of locked quality of life, and I think it's a very interesting topic to talk about. We've seen quality of life added to...
Is this why people are upset? Does anybody know? Is this the whole thing? Okay, I need to see a clip of that. Does anybody have the reference material of what Cantarella can do in the water? It's nowhere near as strong as Phoebe. Okay, is this it right here? Okay, great. All right, let's see. As a future Varessa and Cantarella owner, I want to sow a bit of chaos. Bye. All right, let's see it.
What?
Yeah, she looks awesome.
Okay.
She automatically charges up her forte doing that.
Yeah, that looks fucking insane. Okay.
That's fucking insane, Chad. I didn't know that. High enough for flight. Chat, they over here, they monetizing exploration. They pulling against you. I ain't gonna cap. That scammy Hoyo energy. I ain't gonna cap. They are monetizing exploration, boys. Yeah,
I do think that's a fair take, but I want to elaborate on this.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest. I'm drunk right now, so I'm not tripping. If I was sober, I'd be like, nah, hell nah, bro. Y'all niggas is over
I'm not
here.
sleeping.
Right
I'm
now,
just,
lit.
I don't know.
You know? They monetize exploration.
Okay, so it's a very simple take. I don't like when games paygate exploration. I think that is a shitty thing to do. I really do. Now, so far, no paygating on exploration on consoles.
Yeah, it's just boring.
Which
exactly.
is something that Genshin Impact has done. C6 Malvika has better traversal options than C0, which I think is complete bullshit. Here's the reason why it's very different in Wuthering Waves. This is due to the fact that Wuthering Waves has the premier traversal system still being completely free to play in the form of a glider. Here's the issue. Unfortunately, that glider can only be used in the new Renacida zones. That's definitely an issue. However, if Kuro Games were to allow that glider being used in every area, it doesn't really matter. To be completely honest, it doesn't really matter. Right now, I do think it is good that players are concerned. However, it's a very easy fix by just saying, hey, we let everybody use their gliders everywhere, which is I'm going to hope that's what they announce for the anniversary. I have no idea. The other thing is, it's also great because it's swimming, and unless I'm wrong, I don't really know who's swimming in Wuthering Waves right now. To be completely honest, I don't know who the fuck is swimming, but I would say, to be honest, this discussion has already been tackled. We've already been through this. Peebs charged attack. That's a lot. Like, that's nuts. Like, Peeb 100% trivializes all exploration for 1.0. 1 million fucking percent. 1 million fucking percent. But the glider is a better option than the swim and the charge attack. So I think we've been here before, and I think it's just as simple as this. When you go onto your player feedback forums, just say two things. Remove tuners and allow gliders to be used everywhere. And it's really that easy. I mean, look at this. C1 Varesa, by the way. What's this? Yeah, so the thing is, I know I could say, see guys, at least it's not as bad as insert Genshin Impact shitty business decision. But the thing is, I don't want to deter anybody from saying that, yeah, I don't think exploration should be pay gated. Absolutely not. Now, obviously, for Genshin Impact, there's a lot you have to overlook. Right now, I think the only two bad principles are the precedent that they're setting for pay gating exploration, as well as tuners still being in the game. I think those are pretty much the only two big gripes that I have, and those for me aren't really a deal breaker. If they're a deal breaker for you, I think you're completely valid in that, but for me, I think it's simple. Go on the forums. These devs have been listening to players since day one. I don't see why they would stop now. Just say, remove tuners, make gliders usable everywhere, and it's fine. Any objections? Or is that pretty much straightforward? Anybody think I'm off here? Nah, you're right. It's as easy as that. That's just my opinion. Yeah. See you on the next one.
Yeah, very stupid VA drama, okay. There's that there. Maybe we won't look at politics today. Oh, let's see this one. How every player reacts to the surveys. Alright, let's see this one.
Welcome to the Genshin Impact Survey. Please tell us how you feel about the current state of the game.
Okay.
Alright guys, the game's already good, but we can actually get stuff that we want now. So I need you to log in and put the correct stuff.
Lock in? I'm about to log into Zenless Zone Zero after this.
Bro, you really think they're gonna fix Genshin Impact now, after 5 years? The game is good already. Genshin forever.
Now, let's begin. How do you feel about getting talent and weapon assistant materials?
No matter the game, I hate this shit.
I'm not asking us seriously if that's a problem, right? Honestly,
Yeah, it is a problem.
it's not really that bad.
If you have to say it's not that bad, that means it's already bad. That's always gonna be my perspective on things. We don't even have those. We don't even have that problem because that doesn't even exist.
Get my materials pretty easily. I mean, it's fine. It's fine.
No, it's not fine. That's also what, like, a majority of your login time is spent dealing with. You're not even playing the game.
I'm pretty satisfied with it. Bro, are you for real? Genshin forever!
I don't know about all this. Let me add some more jiggle physics, you feel me?
Genshin forever!
Next question. Do you plan when farming materials in Genshin Impact?
I mean, I don't really plan for it because I'm on the game all day, every day, so... Bro, I literally sent it...
He literally admitted he's basically working his ass off to that.
Some of their characters aren't even built. Just make the combat better and make them jiggle.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I know that the next patch is gonna be insane.
Make them jiggle.
We at Hoyoverse understand your frustration. Next question. How often do you prefer to farm materials? Do you focus on resin?
All day, every day, you feel me?
I'd rather not do it at all. How often do you prefer? The answer for me is never. I'd rather not deal with it at all. I'd rather not have to do it. That's my answer to that question.
Yeah, every day. I don't need no more resin.
Actually, I'll take some more resin. Bro, you literally playing 24. You skipped your mom's funeral to get stuff to build a set log.
I don't care. Just make sure you lock in and tell them the correct stuff. Please. Please. This is my game.
Do you see this guy?
This is my game. This is my game.
Next question. Why does it feel bad to build characters? We know why it feels bad, but we want to ask anyway.
You literally put the problem in the... You can't be serious right now. You're not going to tell me that you don't know what... I have no bad experiences. Keep it the way it is. Y'all are doing God's work. God's work.
Hold up. I don't see nothing about jiggle physics in this. Man, I'm out of here. The characters aren't even built because you can't build them. You don't have...
Yeah, and it's the same problem with Lua. You can't build them either. Fuck that.
anything to build.
Honestly, I feel
What
like
are
you're
you
being a
talking
bit too harsh. You should just go back to Wuthering Waves. You don't deserve to play this game. That's my game. I deserve to play this.
You're the reason why my surveys mean nothing, huh?
We at Hoyoverse appreciate your cooperation in improving Genshin Impact. My associate here will now gather your surveys. If you have anything else to add, please do not be afraid to do so. We will take into consideration your survey when improving the game for the next patch. Thanks for cooperating.
Alright, it's time. So what we got cooking up?
At least just consider
What we got cooking
myself.
up, King?
Please.
What we got cooking
Not
up?
his.
You ready?
Consider my
Y'all locked
survey.
in.
Sir, the Gacha revenue came in. We just made $20 million over a filler patch.
Read one thing on my survey. Just please, guys, just at least peek at. Yo, what?
Wait, what do you...
What is he?
Wait,
hey,
Yep.
what are you?
We understand you guys are frustrated with the game, but for some reason, you keep giving us money. We greatly appreciate you fools for continuing to support Genshin Impact. And with that, we can look at our next patch.
Anyway, I'm sorry, but I gotta get some food in me.
You think this is gonna bring me back to the game? You think anyone's gonna like this? Bro, none of us get it. No way! Yo, do you see this? Do you see? Oh my god, bro! 5.5 astronomical.
We were honestly never going to consider your survey anyway.
Wuthering Waves, Zealous up, Hawkeye, nah, Genshin motherfucking Impact, you feel me? Genshin motherfucking Impact, you feel me? Genshin forever, Genshin forever.
I'm going back to Wuthering Waves.
Genshin forever, Genshin forever.
Okay. I just look at them as the same garbage, man. Alright, what else we got here? The hell's all this? Alright, we scroll back up. What's the next one? Responding to comments. What's this?
So dudes, welcome back. Last week I did...
Maybe not, that's 45 minutes long. I've even already forgot about that interview video. Alright, next thing. We got cursed commercials, disturbing glitch. What is this stuff? We'll look at this one first, then we'll go back up. Okay.
Guys, our revenue's already up 300%. I know that live stream is genius. Who would have thought? Hold on, that's what I'm talking about. Why are we clapping for that presentation?
Fantastic presentation, huge success, and none of this would have been possible without you guys. So as a thank you, everybody will be receiving a raise, which means free top up refresh bonuses from the shop. I actually don't play the game, so can I just have a salary raise? No. Anyway, fantastic stuff, everyone. With all the extended yap and the bullshit additions, they practically forgot about the global passive.
Okay.
McCain! That's me. Your idea of a free brawn main or Locha was phenomenal work. It practically cost us nothing because everyone already has them, and they're pretty much useless. Made it seem like we care. Just doing what I do best. And Anthony, your last minute decision making to only give them half of the currency to pool a character after they've already pulled a maxed out character? I couldn't be more proud of you. That's what I call poise under pressure. Hey, that's what it's all about. Predatory practice. PP for short. I like it.
Okay.
And Brian. My man Brian. So just enough we tell them characters are getting buffed later. A free limited 5-star later. You're a genius! Hey man, just tell them to keep them hooked while we keep releasing characters. What can I say? Amazing! Guys, this was truly a collective effort. This opens the door to so much more predatory what did you call it? PP, sir. PP. Even more PP to come in Honkai Star Rail in the future. Wait, hold on. That casters thing is just gonna be a one-time thing, right? Like, there's no way that's gonna be the norm, right? Right? What is he talking about?
The hell?
Oh, he's new here, right. Well, like we said in the live stream, we already have all the patches planned and finished for the next year. McCain, can you give me the rundown again of the patches? Right, so let's see here. We have in 3 months a character drops with the patches that gives everyone on your account 25% extra damage. During a fake collab, a collab character drops with the patches that gives all your characters 50% speed. It's time for Chinese New Year. A character drops with the passive where your account ignores all stats and 75% of enemy defense. 75? That's what I like to hear. Wait, you can't be serious right now. Y'all, there's no way y'all are serious about this right now. Like, I know this is a business and everything, but can we just be a little bit more appreciative and respectful of our player base? Why not give them a free?
Oh, why do they need to? They don't even appreciate themselves. Let them get fucked. Just let them.
Or maybe let's look at the full currency for a character of the choice. When they spend $2,000 to max out a character, they get half. No, just let them get the full currency. And maybe we can tell them how the characters are gonna be buffed and when they're gonna be buffed. We gotta have at least some respect for our players, right? Like, they're the ones giving us money and playing the game. The least we can do is... Anyway, to make a mistake for that fake collab, McCain, what we got? Yep, whichever one is the worst character, they'll get for free. Yes, make sure he's decent. Also, don't worry, they'll get power cut for 3 months. Perfect. Also, somebody clean that up, please.
Okay then. Alright. Oh, what else we got here? Let's scroll back up. Curry's commercials they aired on TV. We'll do the April Fool's one first. Because I guess that's more appropriate first.
For April Fool's pranks, how far is too far? Faking a life-threatening natural disaster?
Okay.
Convincing the police an alien invasion is underway? Nearly starting a war? Well, I'm here to tell you that line is crossed all the time, in ways so extreme they'll leave your jaw on the floor. So let's take a look at some of the best and worst April Fool's pranks that went too far. Prankageddon. On a cold April morning back when dinosaurs roamed the earth, otherwise known as 1974, residents of Sitka, an Alaskan city just 15 miles west of Mount Edgecombe, awoke to see a column of black smoke rising from the dormant volcano. The volcano, which last erupted 4,000 years ago, looked like it was waking up. Understandably, residents panicked. As the black smoke rose, the local radio stations and police were hit with waves of calls. The Coast Guard commander on watch called the admiral in nearby Juneau and ordered a helicopter to investigate while everyone else got ready for a state of emergency. As the chopper flew closer to the stirring giant, the pilot noticed something etched into the snow. Was it an SOS? Was someone trying to warn the city? No. When they got closer, the words April Fool became crystal clear.
Oh, rip.
It was all a prank. A massive
Rip.
one at that. You see, 50-year-old prank connoisseur Oliver Porky Bicker woke up on April Fools and chose violence. Armed with 100 tires, rags, highly flammable sterno jelly, diesel, and smoke bombs, he hired a helicopter and ascended to the 1,300-foot summit. There, he yeeted the tires into the crater and set them ablaze. And just before leaving, he stomped April Fool into the snow in giant 50-foot letters. You may be wondering, did Porky face consequences for this? And the answer, surprisingly, is no. Because it turned out Porky had informed the police and aviation authority about the prank beforehand, and they were on board. The only folks he'd forgotten to clue in were the Coast Guard, though they eventually took the prank in good stride too. But while Bicker's tall tale got laughs all around, the same can't be said for another
At least he
volcanic
informed
prank
them
that
ahead of
happened a
time.
few years later. In 1980, the Boston-based Channel 7 News got a naughty idea. Using out-of-context audio clips of President Carter and the governor of Massachusetts describing a serious situation, alongside stock footage of lava, Channel 7 News reported that Mountain Milton, otherwise known as the Great Blue Hill, had erupted. The town took the vote and frenzied. Local authorities were inundated with calls from frantic citizens, with one man even carrying his sick wife out into the street, frightened that their house was going to be swallowed by lava. What was intended as a small prank had turned into Prankageddon. Channel 7 quickly apologized, and after an investigation, the prank was officially found to have gone too far, and the executive producer was thrown into a real volcano. No, I'm only joking. He was just fired.
Okay.
Dreams crushed on camera. On a lazy April morning in Houston, Texas, one unsuspecting man was about to experience the wildest emotional roller coaster of his life. His wife bought him some scratch cards and sat back to enjoy the show.
He thinks he's bad. He thinks he's gonna win.
Babe.
What happened?
Look, man.
What happened?
It's $5,000, man, for real.
You lying.
Man, I put that on everything, man. Look. $5,000 tickets, man.
One win wasn't enough. Wifey had to turn up the heat.
$5,000, dude. What the?
Oh, look, this one says 10,000.
Oh my God. Come on, babe.
Look, for real. Look.
Oh my God.
I show 100.
She really had him hooked now. Convinced he'd won $15,000, he grabbed his keys and headed for the car, ready to cash in, when his wife finally dropped the bombshell.
Babe, you're gonna get mad at me.
What?
April Fool, man! You still broke!
The what?
It's April Fool. You still broke. It's fake, babe. I'm sorry. They're
Fake scratch
tickets.
cards.
Man, why you gotta play like that with me, man?
Fake scratch cards. Ouch. You can see his heart break as he stands in silence for what must have felt like an eternity. Can we get F's in the chat for this Fallen King? Taking a prank too far is a matter of opinion, but this one feels a little too cruel. You know what's not cruel, though? Hitting those like and subscribe buttons. Go on, make me feel like I just won the lottery. All right, now let's get back to it, you golden ticket, you. War's no joke.
Okay,
Pranks
what's
aren't
this
limited
one?
to private individuals. Sometimes massive organizations, including intelligence agencies, get involved with April Fools, to absolutely disastrous effect. It was 1986 when an officer working for the Israeli intelligence agency Mossad reported an assassination attempt on Nabi Berri, the Lebanese Minister of Justice. After the prankster spread the information via internal comms and radio, the Israeli defense minister jumped into action right away, fearing the assassination attempt could be pinned on Israel and spark a war. Defense Minister Yitzhak Rabin interrupted a session of the Parliament's Defense and Foreign Affairs Committee and announced the alarming news. Only a few minutes later, Rabin discovered it was an April Fool's prank and told the lawmakers, but the damage was already done. It spread like wildfire. Sources on Israeli radio broadcast the report for 2 hours before finally ceasing transmission and issuing corrections. 2 Lebanese radio stations also picked up the story. The Lebanese government didn't find the entire fiasco funny, describing it as a sick joke. Gotta say, I'm not really seeing the punchline with this one. Just seems wildly irresponsible and
no
a little
punchline
evil to
there.
me. As a result of their gag, the intelligence officer responsible was sentenced to 35 days in jail for an April Fool's prank that could have sparked live combat. Jackass.
Yeah, that could have been very dangerous.
Gags. Every prankster dreams of coming up with a prank idea that's out of this world, but one Jordanian newspaper may have taken that a bit too literally. In 2010, Al Ghad, a Jordanian newspaper, printed on its front page that UFOs had landed and 10-foot aliens had emerged from it in Al Jafar, a desert town in East Jordan. Residents of Jafar didn't take too kindly to reading the giant gray men had landed nearby, and a citywide panic began. Residents took to the streets ready to battle their new gray overlords. Their mayor even called in security forces to search for the aliens and almost ordered the evacuation of 13,000 citizens. Just as the mayor was preparing for the worst, it was revealed to be a prank. The paper's editor, Moussa Barome, later told sources that the story had been...
Here's what I think, man. Is there aliens out there? Yeah, sure, probably. Probably not the only life out there. At the same time, if they could get here, considering the distance and stuff, we'd already be screwed. If they could actually get to where we are. Because of the insane amount of stuff they would need to be able to travel the distance. Like, if you think about it. Because of how far things are, and like what we've already been researching and looking through in there. With telescopes and stuff like that. Right? So like, they would be really, really far away. What happened in Area 52? Why? Isn't Area 52 a zone in Warcraft? It's like, Area 52, right? That was in, what was it? Netherstorm, I think? Yeah. Area 52 is a Netherstorm. The Goblin Town. Yeah, we'd already be fucked already if they were here. Either that or they came here and they're like, oh, look at these dumbasses. And they left. Which I wouldn't blame them. If they're like, if they already came and then they saw the thing here, they're like, nah, we're out. If they did that, I wouldn't blame them. But like, yeah.
Been blown out of proportion. They just wanted to entertain, not scare. The mayor didn't see it that way and came close to suing the organization before senior staff called him and personally apologized, smoothing things over. Over in the United Kingdom, billionaire Richard Branson decided to pull his own April Fool's prank back in 1989. Branson and friend Don Cameron disguised a hot air balloon as a UFO and took to the skies of southern England. Branson aimed to land in London's Hyde Park, however, due to changing winds, the team had to land their UFO early and ended up bringing it down in a field just shy of the city. As reports of the low-flying UFO spread, the army was put on standby while the police were in hot pursuit. 3 cops arrived at the field and carefully approached the ship with their nightsticks drawn. Suddenly, the door opened and Cameron, a man with dwarfism, emerged wearing a silver alien costume, while a concealed Richard Branson filled the air with dry eyes. The sight terrified the cops, who bravely ran away. Once backup arrived, the ship was surrounded, and Cameron and Branson finally revealed it was a prank. Later, one of the cops admitted it was the most frightened he'd been in his 20 years on the force. It's not exactly an everyday thing to get called out to chase E.T. Branson was heavily criticized afterwards by Chief Inspector Andrew Nielsen, who feared sightings of the ship could have caused traffic accidents as amazed drivers try to get a better look, not to mention the waste of police resources. I guess you could say that prank was light years ahead of its time. But it turns out people freaking out from fake alien reports is a time-honored tradition. Well, it didn't happen on April 1st, nor was intended as a prank in 1938.
But like, here's the other thing too. Why the hell would they want this planet? We're too busy destroying it. Why the hell would they want this planet? It's not like they're gonna get anything they would want here anyways. Alright, they probably won't like the state it's in either.
CBS Radio aired a radio drama adaptation of The War of the Worlds. This adaptation of H.G. Wells' sci-fi classic narrated by Orson Welles, no relation, convinced panicked listeners that an alien invasion had started and that New York had been overrun with poison gas.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the most terrifying thing I've ever witnessed.
By the end of the broadcast, the studio was full of police and radio executives all wrestling over control of the station. War of the Worlds, more like a war on comedy. Old-timey prankies. April Fool's pranks are nothing new. Researching this video, I've been flipping through newspapers from the 18 and...
Like, here's the thing, right? If they're able to get here anyways, I doubt they would have problems with water. considering the amount of energy and stuff they would need to get here, it would probably be a lot easier for them to just create water by accelerating different particles together. You know, they could probably just build a particle accelerator and just mass produce water in the factory. In a factory, like if they needed it that badly, if they were able to get here, and that would probably be a lot cheaper and more efficient, because then they don't have to travel back and forth constantly when they can just produce it themselves and get as much as they want. Right? Like, if you think about it that way, it makes no sense. There's nothing practical about, like, you know, traveling light years in terms of distance to get water. And then traveling back, again, light years worth of distance. Which is just the speed of light in a year. The speed of light would travel in a year. You know, it would take them years just to do that. Even if they could travel at the speed of light, it would take them years. So it's like, nah, you got nothing to worry about. It makes no sense to do it anyways. And if they had the ability to do it, they could probably just make as much water as they want anyways.
1900s, and it's pretty easy to see how much folks loved a good prank back then. Take this copy of the Baltimore Sun from 1912 that was running a competition to find the best April Fool's pranks. Among the recipients of a whopping prize of a whole $1 was the young J. Milton Winner. The ironically named winner claimed that when he was 9, he tricked his mom into eating a piece of spicy red pepper candy. It didn't take her long to figure it out, of course, and she responded by angrily ordering Winner to grab some potatoes from the pantry. Just as he stepped in, she slammed the door and locked him inside, yelling, "April Fools! That's what you get for fooling your mother." She then left him in there long enough to miss dinner and then go to bed hungry. Maybe we're too soft these days, but locking a 9-year-old in a cupboard for hours sounds like a prank that's gone slightly too far. From the same 1912 Baltimore Sun comes the story of 15-year-old Anna Rosenberg. Anna had always dreamed of owning a copy of Oliver Twist. She begged for it constantly, but times were tough and money was tight.
Yeah, the only thing that would make sense is they're trying to get us into the Federation's space to give us technology to travel the stars. I don't see the point. Why the hell would they want us anyways? Let's be real. Let's be real, man. You look at the majority of the people on this planet, do you really? If you think they would want them? Do you honestly think they would want them? Right? Maybe if you were to, like, Thanos snap like 10 times in a row. At least 10 times in a row, but instead of it being random, target specific people instead to get rid of them. Maybe then you'll have a few people intelligent enough that's worth dealing with, maybe, for them. But otherwise, like, no. Right? Like, you look at the Middle East, man, like, what is it? Like, freaking Palestine has been a PvP zone for how many years now? How long has the area there been a PvP zone? And it's gotten so crazy they're dragging people who have nothing to do with it in there. They want to drag people in. Right? I can't fucking even, you know, go to certain parts of, like, the nearby city and not see people, like, trying to involve us into it, even though it has nothing to do with us. You know, if they want to go join the freaking fight there, they can go get on a plane and go there themselves. That's their problem, not ours. No, like, at this point, here's the solution. You isolate everyone in there fighting. You just keep everyone in there isolated. You know, you just completely trap them in. You lock them out from everything and let them kill each other. Because you invite, like, involving more in there and giving them more resources on either side has only made them fight for longer. You might as well make them completely destroy each other and drain them from everything. Block everything from going into them. Block them either side of the people they're fighting from getting anything, and let them kill each other. Because, like, at this point, it's enough. Like, at this point, I'm like, no, actually, no, even another solution, just drop a fucking nuke on them. If, like, the reality is, if they're gonna keep destroying each other over it, at this point, no one should have it. Just drop a fucking nuke there. And just completely end it. Instead of sending more people there to die, and dragging more people in there, just completely get rid of it. Like, at that point, like, at this point, like, they should just completely get rid of it. And that's my stance on it. Alright, it's like, you go look on fucking Twitter or whatever, you go look on the news, you'll still see that shit. It's like, at this point, you know, they needed to stop a long-ass time ago. But, like, you know, like, that's just my opinion and my stance on it. Just drop a fucking nuke there, get rid of them all. Just freaking drop a nuke there. No more. Just completely end it. Just completely end it. Alright, because, like, it's never gonna get resolved. It's never gonna get resolved as long as it exists, so get rid of it entirely.
Then one day on, you guessed it, April 1st, her dad surprised her with a beautifully wrapped present. He told her it was her favorite book, and Anna quickly tore off the wrapping paper. Just as she lifted the cover, it exploded in her face, scaring her half to death. Her prankalicious dad had put a small firework inside a hollowed-out book rigged to explode upon opening, along with a card that read,
That's extremely
April Fools.
dangerous.
A classic Looney Tunes-style prank from a different time. April Fool's pranks were so common back in the early 20th century that in 1922 it led to a woman's demise.
Rip.
On April 1st that year, a professional cook in Catford, England caught fire while working and screamed for help, but her colleagues, assuming her cries were merely an April Fool's prank, ignored her. The woman was eventually consumed by the flames, and her tragic tale stands as a warning today. But our old-timey prank disasters aren't over yet. This next one comes from an 1894 issue of the Wood County Reporter. On April 2nd that year, in the little town of Buena Vista, Wisconsin, one Mrs. Lyman Smith awoke and fetched some water from the well. After giving her young daughter, her lodger, and herself a drink, she noticed something strange. The water had turned a light hue of green. The authorities were called in and found a sack at the bottom of the well containing 2 pounds of Paris green powder. Paris green was first made in 1814 as a paint that blessed countless canvases for 50 years until people realized one tiny little flaw. It was horrendously toxic. The paint had high levels of arsenic and kept poisoning factory workers.
About the orange getting awake? No, the human race seems to. Okay. What's the M for? Why? What? Truth Whispers Muslims PvP. Just get rid of the thing they're fighting over and they can't fight over it anymore. If they're gonna keep killing each other over it, just get rid of them both. What Paris green thing? But like, yeah, that's just my stance on it. Just freaking nuke it. Now no one can have it. Yeah, the prank turned into poisoning, yep.
Making production pretty expensive. Accepting their paint might not be right for the job, in 1867, Paris green was rebranded as the world's first chemical insecticide. So it's safe to say when 2 pounds of the stuff were found at the bottom of the well, it was taken very seriously.
Yeah, that's,
While the diabolical individual responsible was never caught, the fact that their deed had seemingly been done on the night of April 1st suggested they may have had either a seriously twisted sense of humor or were incredibly ignorant of the severity. Though, of course, the date could have been a coincidence. Fortunately, the well meddling was discovered before anyone met a grim fate, though the mother and daughter did become temporarily ill. If it was indeed a prank, it might just be the dumbest one of all time.
Yep.
Prankexplosive. Prank calls are one of the most classic pranks in existence. From asking if the refrigerator is running to putting on a funny voice, prank calls can be a harmless bit of fun until they're not. In Larnaca, Cyprus, 4 locations were evacuated after some ominous phone calls put authorities on high alert. On April 1st, 2019, a bomb threat was called into Larnaca International Airport. Around the same time, 2 nearby malls received email warnings of suspicious items. Then later that evening, a nearby casino also received a bomb threat. The airport, malls, and casino were of course evacuated, and bomb squad showed up to search for devices, but fortunately, nothing was found. Authorities later suspected they had fallen for an extreme April Fool's prank. No one was ever officially charged for the activities, but if his history of outrageously inappropriate pranks is anything to go by, it was probably Logan Paul. Ticket to Prankadice. As we've all seen, news organizations have a soft spot for spreading fake news in the name of a good prank. British newspaper The Times is no different. Back in 1972, Times journalist John Carter published a curious story about Thomas Cook, a British travel agency celebrating its 100th anniversary. Carter thought it'd be a funny April Fool's prank to advertise a Thomas Cook luxury around-the-world trip for the same price it would have cost a century earlier, 210 guineas, about $260 today.
Okay.
Soon, lines began forming outside Thomas Cook offices all over the UK, with people eager to grab this incredible deal. As you can imagine, it only went one way from there. When folks found out they'd been totally deceived, excitement quickly turned to anger. As infuriated phone calls poured into the newspaper and travel agency alike, John Carter was fired for causing a nationwide uproar. I guess you could say he bought himself a one-way ticket to Unemployedville. Delightfully devilish.
Okay.
The best April Fool's pranks are harmless, funny, funny, and simple. More importantly, they don't require someone else spending an entire day cleaning up. The pranksters from Siegel High School, Murfreesboro, Tennessee, didn't get that memo. In the dead of night, a group of seniors snuck into their school and laid out hundreds of paper cups half filled with water through the corridors. The next morning, janitors, teachers, and students were stunned and supremely frustrated. Great prank, sure, but not for whoever had to clean it up. Similarly, the two little pranksters up next use a smaller version of this prank on their grandpa, filling his office with toys.
Can you believe it?
Lots of toys there, yep.
There are stuffed animals and dolls everywhere.
Pretty adorable prank. Of course, Papa wanted to get them back.
And it looked like there was something in your room.
I'm scared.
It smelled like poop in here, I thought.
Oh no, Duncan! He pooped on my bed!
Ah yes, the classic fake poop prank. Unfortunately, kiddo didn't take it too well.
It's not real poop. Hey, it's not real poop. Look. Look. It's pretend poop. Papa got you April Fools. Papa did this. It's pretend. He got you. Oh,
yeah,
buddy.
don't look happy
But after some
about
calming
that.
down, it was all good fun.
You got me, Papa. We'll get you next time. You got me, Papa. We got you next time.
Sometimes the simplest pranks are the best, like this toilet air horn prank. Harmless, funny, and beautifully simple. I guess you could say it strikes the perfect note. Probably not the worst noise to come out of that restroom either. Want an even simpler and more effective prank? Put a pair of boots somewhere they shouldn't be and make it look like someone's stuck. No, boss, I haven't seen Tony. He said he was going to sunbathe on the road.
He needs
Why'd you
step
ask?
bro.
Bad comedic timing. Heading back to England now, the BBC has built quite a reputation as a prankster over the years, and one of their best was pulled back in 1980. The BBC World Service, an international radio station, announced that London's Big Ben was getting rebranded as Digital Dave to make it easier for
Digital
tourists to read the
Dave.
time. Along with its new digital look, the tower would broadcast 5-minute news bulletins every evening, and the famous bell chimes would be replaced with beeps. Pretty cool, right? The announcer also claimed the clock's hands would be given away to the first callers. One eager Japanese seaman in the middle of the Atlantic somehow caught in, but the joke was on him. It was all a prank, one that will definitely stand the test of time.
Hey, he wanted the clock
Decades
hands.
earlier
Why
in
not?
1957, the BBC aired a mockumentary about spaghetti trees. The mockumentary showed a Swiss family harvesting spaghetti after a mild winter. They then cut over to Italy to report on the blooming spaghetti plantations, which were enjoying a particularly good year thanks to the disappearance of the infamous spaghetti weevil. Afterwards, the BBC reportedly received hundreds of calls from curious viewers asking how to grow spaghetti trees, and they were all told to place a sprig of spaghetti in a tin of tomato sauce and hope for the best. I tried growing lasagna once, but the planting process was too complicated. There were just too many layers. The web's original pranksters. In 1999, a group of online pranksters carried out a masterclass of deception upon the naive users of the newly popular internet. The crew built webnode.com and made it look like a government-approved website. The front page proudly displayed a Business Wire branded press release announcing a state-backed initiative to raise $4 billion to create the next generation internet. It promised much faster speeds and explained that they'd raise the money by selling 40 million internet nodes at $100 each. In reality, an internet node is anything connected to the internet like a computer, a PlayStation, or a printer. But back in 1999, Google had only just publicly launched and computer literacy was low. So people were easily fooled by impressive and legitimate-sounding tech terms like Internet Node, which they knew little about the actual definitions of. The WebNode website looked legit, and it was being positively mentioned on trusted financial forums like the Silicon Investor. The only clue that it was fake? The press release was dated, you guessed it, April 1st.
Yeah,
Even
April
so,
1st.
the pranksters received 1,400 emails within the first couple of hours. By 24 hours, it had gotten so out of hand, the team were forced to reveal it was all a prank. Business Wire, the company featured on the fake press release, demanded they remove everything. The pranksters then simply changed the header on the release from Business Wire to Business Wire. Cute. Business Wire wasn't having any of it, though. They called the FBI and sued the team for fraud. In the end, Business Wire won $27,500 in damages, and the pranksters, Janice Schell, Jeffrey Mitchell, and William Ulrich, had to remove any section of their website that Business Wire didn't like. But why did they do it? Well, surprisingly, it was actually kind of a noble idea. The pranksters wanted to teach the public that you can't trust everything you read online. William Ulrich claimed his parents were scammed when he was a kid, and so he felt passionately about stopping it from happening to anyone else.
So yeah, planning was on it too complicated, too many layers, yeah.
Not like that happens anymore nowadays, right? Right? Pranktastic TV. On April Fool's Day, TVs go from simple boxes of viewing pleasure to weapons of prank destruction. Idaho journalist Nathan Larson was grocery shopping that day in 2019 when he received this surprising text from his wife. Their TV was smashed. Badly. Oof. When Nathan got home, he was greeted and led to the TV by his 4-year-old who confessed to launching a Transformer toy at the screen. However, his wife, not exactly a natural prankster, burst out laughing, and once Nathan looked closer, he realized the TV was just playing a fake broken screen video.
Yep, fake video.
Unfortunately, the prank had already had some pretty significant financial impacts because Nathan had purchased a new TV on his way home. Oopsie.
Yeah,
but for a really successful TV prank, who better for the job than a major TV company? LG has a flair for using their realistic screens for some fiendishly clever pranks. For example, the time they made an advert by convincing unwitting folks the elevator floor was collapsing beneath their feet.
Ah, yes. Yeah, just pretend the elevator's collapsed.
Or when they staged a fake job interview where they terrified participants into thinking a meteor was about to hit Earth.
Bueno, principalmente...
¿Tuvo algún problema llegar acá ahora?
No.
Estamos un poquito...
Madre.
Perfecto. Aquí están las... ¿Sí? Ah, perfecto.
Mire.
¿Hay alguien? Don César.
Alright, I'm pretty sure that was just a totally staged piece of marketing from top to bottom, but please, if anyone with the means to do so is watching, make that asteroid prank a reality. Permanent prank. In the early 2000s, California-based radio station KORB announced a competition.
I'm gonna
Anyone
guess.
who tattooed the rock station's 93 Rock logo on their forehead and came down to the station would win $100,000. Sure enough, father-stepson duo David Winkleman and Richard Goddard pounced on the opportunity. Without checking the small print, they sprinted to a tattoo parlor and got inked. After a few agonizing hours, they emerged with the logos permanently etched into their foreheads. Excited, they ran to the station only to find out the contest was a prank. It was all just a joke designed to entertain listeners. The gullible father and son sued, but unfortunately and perhaps unjustly, both cases were quickly dismissed. The case was even dramatized in the binge-worthy TV show Personal Injury Court, albeit with an even funnier acronym. What a cruddy situation. This is Emily. Emily is trapped behind a wall of duct tape because she's the lucky daughter of Wildman Phil. As Emily sled, Phil covered her doorway with a maximum security prison of tape, trapping her inside.
Run into it, not push into it.
Yeah, that's a lot of tape.
After a struggle, she manages to clear her way out while Phil watches laughing. The look in her eyes says it all. She's had enough of her dad's antics. If this is what Wildman Phil gets up to on April Fools, I'd love to see him team up with Jonathan Harchick, a tape prankster from Pittsburgh. While this didn't happen on April Fool's Day, Jonathan showed his commitment to pranking by covering his parents' house at 60 miles worth of tape. Man,
that's a lot of
his parents
tape.
must dread April 1st like it's the day of reckoning. Pranked palpitations. Glenn Howlett was a senior manager for London City Hall, Canada. Like any other hard-working human, Glenn decided it was time he and his wife took a holiday, so he booked some well-earned time off.
Yeah, it was a
But
sticky
Glenny boy
situation,
couldn't just enjoy his vacation in Alberta now, could he? Nope, no rest for the wicked. In the middle of his getaway, Glenn received an unwelcome email. The deadline for a major project he'd been working on had been moved up. When he read the email, he panicked. He'd been working on the report for ages, so missing the deadline wasn't an option. His blood pressure shot through the roof as he cut his holiday short and hurried back to work. Glenn was so stressed that he even experienced heart palpitations and fell ill. Finally, Glenn made it back to work ready to sacrifice his very health for that deadline, only to have the rug pulled out from under him. It was all a prank. One of Glenn's coworkers, a high-level city manager, thought it'd be hilarious to pull a little prankaroo on him. It wasn't. Glenn's holiday was completely ruined, all for one man's pursuit of comedy. The prank was considered so extreme that Glenn sued and won an early retirement package. To top it all off, the city then banned pranks altogether. Great job, idiot. Ruining innocent, lighthearted pranks for the rest of your colleagues. A life without pranks? That's no life at all.
Okay, what else is here? Out of bounds. Real life, why?
Hey there, welcome to another episode of an ongoing series where we basically take the camera anywhere we want to try to find secrets and new discoveries to some of our favorite games. And today we're going to be covering Earth, or life itself. Yeah, okay. Earth is a classic game, but you know, it's got about as much staying power as Minecraft, so we're going to cover this today for you old school gamers out there. And we even have the game's developer as a guest on this show, God, to talk about some of the discoveries that we found here today.
Yeah, definitely.
So with that said,
Fools.
let's get going.
Definitely.
So the first thing I want to talk about is what's going on inside of the dishwasher. So normally when you load up a dishwasher and you close the dishwasher, that is the only time the dishwasher operates. If you open the dishwasher door, whatever function it has going on inside is completely unseen by the player. However, if you do take the camera inside of the dishwasher, you can see that there are jets that shoot water pretty much horizontally upward into all the dishes, and also these objects that shoot the water out also rotate as it's shooting the water out as well, completely removing all dirt and grime from the objects that you put inside the dishwasher. Not every dishwasher is the same, but this one in particular had 3 different apparatuses to shoot water from, making it a highly effective dishwasher.
Okay. Yep. Definitely effective.
All right, is this next segment going to be a really interesting one? Yeah, all right, well, we'll see about that. Next up is the Magic 8 Ball. A lot of people have Magic 8 Balls around their house. However, it's actually really hard to get inside of one of these things. Most people don't even think to open it up. And keep in mind that this is one of the higher end Magic 8 Balls. If you crack one open, you can see that there's a chassis that sort of holds everything in place. There's also an assembly code left by the developers, which is really cool. However, what I think most of us want to see though is what's going on with the Magic 8 Ball message thing and how does it work exactly? Well, first of all, it's in a nice thick vial. And on the top of the vial is 3 screws. This is actually really convenient because these 3 screws is what essentially was used to seal all the liquid inside before injecting it in. So if we unscrew the 3 screws and then pour out all the liquid into another container, which I completely underestimated how much liquid is inside of this thing, and that's why I made a huge mess. Oh my god, that blue liquid is really dark and thick. It doesn't take much to make you look like a complete smurf. But with that disaster out of the way, we got all the liquid out, and now you can see the message die. The die is actually not a solid object. Instead, it is a cheap hollow object that is folded to give the multiple messages. In fact, you can see the crease that shows you inside of the die if you look really close.
Damn.
Hey y'all, Scott here.
Now I got Scott.
Monologue.
Okay.
Next up is a Scott the Woz video, and if you remove the YouTube layer from this video, as well as reapply the camera layer that is facing Scott the Woz, this allows us to see all the culled out objects that are actually out of bounds in any given Scott the Woz video. Like for example, you can see the Christmas tree that was used in the Collector's Edition 2nd Edition. That tree is still kept out of bounds at any given time in any of his future videos. There's also a Meyer bucket over by his feet. Not only does this prove that Scott the Woz is in fact a Midwestern YouTuber, but it also gives you a little bit of developer insight. You see, YouTubers oftentimes use buckets to scream into to vent many of the day-to-day frustrations that they have in their day-to-day lives. Also, if you looked by the bucket, you can also see that Scott the Woz never wears shoes. Since Scott the Woz is always filmed from the chest up, he actually never needs to have shoes at any given time, which actually saves a ton of money on production for these videos. And then 1 foot away from his feet is Scott's computer where he works on his episodes. The only thing that baffles me is that he uses a fold-out chair to edit, and I don't understand how you can sit at a computer for that long with that crappy chair. But lastly, the one thing I want to talk about here is Scott's desk, because there is one leg on Scott's desk that actually has a binding around it. The rumor behind this bandage is that Scott's desk was actually ensnared in a bear trap, and due to the fact that Scott saved this desk's life, the desk has never left Scott's side ever since.
Thank you to boundaries, and thank you for monologues, because without monologues, I don't know what the hell I'd be doing right now.
Next up, I want to show you what's inside of your sewers, or more specifically, your storm drains. In most neighborhoods, you'll find that there are manhole covers as well as storm drains. And of course, I wanted to take the camera inside and show you what it looks like inside of these storm drains. The truth is that it just looks like a square with a little opening that seems to go somewhere. And if you're not convinced, I even took the camera straight through the storm drain just to show you. By clipping through the storm drain itself, you will see the seamless transition from the storm drain to the drain pipes that are at the bottom. In fact, by getting all the way to the bottom here, you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, which is pretty far away. And where that goes is a series of pipes that are all interconnected and tilted downward so that all of your storm water can all go somewhere. But where does that storm water go? Well, as it turns out, all those head walls that you might see in a local neighborhood or some pond or whatever, that's actually the exit hole of all these storm drains. So if you were to go around your neighborhood and try to look for a head wall, chances are, if it's the closest one in your neighborhood, that is where all your storm water is going. Also, while I was checking around this neighborhood for the stormwater, I started to notice a couple things out of bounds. Over at this house, you might notice that there's a singular lawn chair that's tipped over. Well, if you take the camera through the wall next to this lawn chair, you can find a hidden outdoor storage box. This storage box is actually not shown anywhere else in the game of Earth. The only time you ever get to see it is when you're loading Earth for the first time, and there's actually a pre-rendered image of the said box. However, again, once you're in Earth, you never see this ever again. So I wanted to reach out to the game's developer, God, and see what he had to say about this.
So this outdoor storage unit was originally designed to be Pandora's box, which is where I was storing all the enemy units for Earth. And, well, obviously the intention was to remove that before the planet's release, but I was under pretty severe crunch time. I actually released Earth in 6 days, so there was a couple of things missed here and there that I kind of wish I had the time to remove. All the evils of the world was a bug. I never actually intended to be in the final game. But well, you know how it goes.
Next up, have you ever noticed that when you load things on your computer, you hear like a very distinct clicking noise that you really don't hear anywhere else on the planet? I wanted to know what exactly that clicking noise was, and what I found out was that it's in fact your hard drive.
Yes.
And why does your hard drive make this noise?
Because
well, if you
it's
take
dead.
the cover off your hard drive, which I don't recommend you do,
because it's dying, that's why it's making that noise.
Because if a single fiber of dust ends up on your hard drive, it can ruin your hard drive. So just don't do it. But other people have done this so that you can see for yourself that what basically happens here is that your hard drive has a giant plate that gets written and unwritten to, and the two noises that it's making is that when the disk spins, that makes the and there's also the needle that's writing all this data to your hard drive. So when it's writing that data, it makes this very distinct clicking noise that is basically the needle moving incredibly fast, which makes the noise. So now you know why your computer is making this noise. It's because of your hard drive. There you go.
Yeah, mine doesn't, because it doesn't have one.
Okay, so now we're gonna take the camera out of player bounds for McDonald's. Most players have visited McDonald's at one point or another, but how many of you have actually gotten past the counter at McDonald's? By moving the camera past the point where you're not supposed to go, you can see various things that are kind of crazy. Like, for example, the assembly line for the burgers themselves, but we'll get to that in a second. First, I want to take the camera all the way back here, where all the boxes for all the different things from McDonald's are individually labeled. very clearly, mind you. If we pause the footage here, we can see that it says Simply Delicious Big Mac Container. And if we go in here, we can find a cooler. But what's even more surprising is that if we take a right, we can also find another cooler. It seems to be the freezer area. Here you can see various buns as well as a box labeled hotcakes. But if we go back to the assembly line, we can see how the burgers are actually made. See, here you can see all the different buns that the employees have to put through a heater, which slowly toasts the buns. And as they come out the other end, that's when the employee is able to apply mustard and ketchup through a gun. It seems that one pull of the trigger actually dispenses the exact amount of mustard and ketchup that every hamburger is supposed to have when ordered from McDonald's. Also, much to my surprise, the double quarter pounders with cheese appear to be assembled in halves, and then the employee closes the box to make both the sides meet each other, thus assembling the sandwich. And now we're gonna go across the globe on Earth to get to a part of DLC that most players don't even get to experience because of how expensive it can be. But if you've ever accessed the Japanese DLC, you may have been overwhelmed by how much there is to even see in Japan itself. So a lot of people never even get to see this part of Japan where there appears to be an unused Sonic statue. What the heck is this Sonic statue even doing here? Now, this Sonic statue is really far outside the tourist area of Japan. So like I said, a lot of people don't get to experience this. But what is this Sonic statue doing here? As it turns out, this Sonic statue apparently used to belong to a Sega World location, which used to house a whole bunch of Sega arcades. Here's original footage of that statue, but once that place closed down, the statue was donated to the locals here, and what they decided to do with it is suspend it in mid-air by using sticks and metal bars and screws. And just as a little bonus, here's a picture of the Sonic statue from behind as well. The last thing I'll mention about this, of course, is that this statue was made during the time of Sonic and Knuckles, as you can tell by the image here.
Sonic and Knuckles statue, okay.
Okay, now we're going to be looking at Jay Slutty from another angle. The truth of the matter is that this single frame of Jay Slutty is attached to a video, and so if we reactivate the developer functions to turn on this video, we can see more frames of this FNV, which allows us to see Jay Slutty from angles that we were never meant to see. Next up is something that is absolutely absurd. I can't even replicate it, and I swear to you, this is real. When using Google VR, I visited the largest Superman statue in the world, and when I did, a 3D render of a Superman with black hands and a TV for a head appeared. There was no way for me to interact with this whatsoever. I also tried to use this in Google Earth Pro as well as Google Maps. Never appeared anywhere there, and it also never appeared ever again in the VR version that I found it in. So obviously this is insane. I don't know what to make of this. And I had to reach out to God yet again to ask him, why is this here?
Originally, I had the idea of making man in the image of TV instead of me. It was for sure one of those wacky late night ideas that I later decided against. At the time I thought maybe it'd be a little egotistical to make man in my image, so I thought, well, TV is pretty great. Maybe I could go with that instead. But ultimately, I think it was a better idea to go with me instead. Poor TV Superman. Forgot to remove him from a world he no longer belongs in. Please be kind to him.
Now, over in Kazakhstan, if we take the camera all the way up to this area, we can find a human-made pentagram. It's massive in scale, that's why you can view it from the satellite imaging. So what the heck is going on here? Now, it's not meant to be a satanic symbol. Calm down. It is actually just an outline of a star. That's all. It was made during the Soviet era, and it was originally just supposed to be a park. And it used to have monuments and flags and stuff like that, but it just got shut down and it's just overgrown now at this point, allowed to fall into ruin. But I was able to pull up various pictures of what this pentagram looked like from different angles outside of this aerial view. But if a pentagram wasn't evil enough, let's move it all over to Chile, where you can find a giant outline of Coca-Cola. How is this Coca-Cola image picked up by satellite imaging? Well, if you take the camera down, you can see that the Coca-Cola logo is made up of various Coca-Cola empty bottles. Yeah, that's right. So basically, undisturbed for whatever reason is a whole graveyard of glass Coca-Cola bottles. And when you take the camera up close, you can see each individual one making up Coca-Cola. But I think a lot of you want to know what's going on with Earth itself, right? We've all seen what's on the surface of Earth. With enough money and resources, you could see the pentagram or the Coca-Cola logo.
Or
What
that
about
Sonic
inside
statue?
of Earth? What's going on there? So if we take the camera inside of Earth, we can find the Earth's crust and core. There are 4 layers to Earth. There's the crust, which all of us are very aware of. Then there's the mantle, which is the one that kind of looks like a volcano. Then there's the core, and then there is the inner core. By moving the camera off to the side and taking the various layers out, you can kind of see what it looks like inside of Earth. It's kind of crazy to think about how thin the crust is of Earth versus something like the mantle. There's so much inside of our planet that we will never get a chance to see, and I just find that to be truly fascinating. Yeah, also there's this thing called desert breath in Egypt. Isn't that weird looking? It's funny how we always focus on crop circles and stuff, but then there's stuff like this that's just out in the middle of nowhere. Like someone or something really just took the time to make Warmonger's nipple from Black Panther. I'm really shocked. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you
Sure, they made the nipple. Sure. Then when you go really, really deep in the middle of the ocean, you can find a lot of half-finished monsters, weird half-finished monsters that were never clearly intended to be seen. Yep. Okay. What's this? Something Reddit? Carl Jobs loses to Billy Mitchell. What's this about? What the hell is this about? I don't even know what the hell this is about. What was going on with this? I don't know who these are.
I have concluded that there should be judgment for Mr. Mitchell.
I don't know.
In the sum of $300,000 for non-economic loss and $50,000 in aggravated damages. As I say in my reasons, he may well have been justified in being ordered to pay more than $50,000 in aggravated damages.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on because I don't pay attention to a lot of this stuff. Alright, here we go. Let's see what this is about.
Hello, guys and gals. Me, Mudahar, and today we've got a bit of a wild day, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I'm sure you've heard of the name Carl Jobst. He's a pretty popular YouTuber, that covers speedrunning mishaps on the internet.
Okay.
You probably also know Carl from a massive lawsuit involving him against Billy Mitchell. Now, if you don't know the name Billy Mitchell, well, then welcome to the world of video gaming high records. Billy Mitchell is formerly, or at least currently known as the King of Kong. If you don't know King Kong, Donkey Kong was a super old arcade game. Billy Mitchell once, had a super duper high score on it. I believe still does. And generally through it, it became a massive point of contention from a lot of the speedrunning community. People like Carl Jobst, plenty of other speedrunning YouTubers decided to take a little bit of a new look at this man's Donkey Kong record and basically said that, it probably involved some undue play, if you will. And for a long time, this started a lawsuit that involved YouTubers and Billy Mitchell. And Billy Mitchell was already this polarizing figure. A lot of us really wanted to see Billy Mitchell absolutely fail because we really didn't think his records were legit. Well, yesterday in Australian court, Carl Jobst is the one that actually lost this case, and normally I would have a little bit of a laugh about this kind of stuff, just as a coping mechanism. But here it's just a somber reminder that when you do unchecked statements, sometimes it can really come back and bite you right on the ass. So to give you gamers an idea, literally a couple days ago, I saw that Carl posted, "The court has decided to stream my decision live on YouTube, so you can watch me win or lose in real time."
Okay.
So they provided a YouTube link to Mitchell v. Jobst 2025 QDC 41 defamation judgment. Now, immediately when you go to this link right over here, this is a brand new account made by, the courts of Queensland. And
it's
they actually
unavailable
just
now.
removed this video entirely after the judgment was presented. But you can actually pick up a original like clip of this, like 24-minute like supercut of the actual like defamation case playing out, right? So again, it's kind of insane. You can watch it for yourself.
Has caused Mr. Mitchell additional personal harm and additional harm to his reputation. It was severely aggravating conduct that merits an award of aggravated damages. Again, I will come shortly to the amount of aggravated damages that I will award. I was asked by each party to make adverse findings about the truthfulness of the other party's witnesses and the reliability or otherwise of their evidence. In my full reasons, I have given detailed consideration to those submissions. I don't propose to reprise that discussion and my conclusions now. Having made these findings, I consider that Mr. Mitchell is entitled to an award of damages against Mr. Jobs.
So that's just all you kind of need to hear if you wanted the TLDR of who won, okay? So obviously,
Billy Mitchell won.
this was pretty aggravated according to the actual ruling in this case. And so I pulled up the actual PDF, the actual court ruling itself, which is over 100 pages, but I'll read through most of the relevant sections for you. So inside here, the actual damages for non-economic loss is the sum of 300,000 Australian dollars, plus interest of 34,668.50 cents, interest upon delivering of this judgment or by filing and serving a written submission within 14 days, for aggravated damages in the sum of 50,000 plus interest of $5,778.08. So all of this tabulates to around, I believe, 380,000 Australian dollars, which if you convert it to American dollars for most of my audience watching, is $237,000, a little bit above that, I believe, or around that exact amount.
It's about $250,000.
So that is a lot of cash, obviously. That is a considerable amount of money. And I believe on top of that, you would also have to think of legal fees and whatnot as well, too. So I don't believe it just stops there. Now, if you're wondering, does Carl have a way out through this? Well, obviously, in a lot of cases, you can obviously appeal a judgment. But I am not necessarily an expert at Australian law, nor am I an expert at any real law. But again, this is going to be something that Carl would have to consider. If he appeals, is he going to get in or out of this? Just fine. Let's look at what cost Carl over 200,000 US dollars. What was the actual defamation being said? So on point 15, 26th May 2021, Mr. Jobs published a YouTube video entitled "The Biggest Conman in Video Game History Strikes Again." In some detail, he accused Mr. Mitchell of cheating and of pursuing unmerited litigation against people who accused him of cheating. He also said the following about Mr. Mitchell. So this actually involves another YouTuber known as Apollo Legend. So for anybody that has no idea about Apollo Legend, he was a YouTuber that, you know, a few years ago at this point had actually taken their own life, okay? Now, obviously, this is a pretty traumatic experience. This is a pretty traumatic situation for not just the community, but also the family of Apollo Legend. So, you know, at this moment in time, you know, Billy Mitchell was kind of unfortunately involved into this case because of a statement that Carl had made, right? So, inside Carl's video that was pointed out in the lawsuit, the biggest con men in video game history strikes again. Around 16 minutes, listen to this real quickly.
He also sued YouTuber Apollo Legend for $1 million. I haven't spoken about this publicly, but this lawsuit ultimately ended with Apollo giving in and settling with Mitchell. The lawsuit against Apollo was just as...
You catch that? I actually, you know, put the cursor on the actual statement right there. But to give you an idea, Carl had, or that section of the video had actually been removed, and the defense for Billy, or sorry, Billy's lawyers, actually provided the entire transcript of what the actual defamatory claim was.
It's Australian courts, not Austrian. There's a difference. Australia and Austrian is not the same. Alright. But okay. So there's the news on that one. Cool. I will do the other stuff another day. Because I'm just tired, physically. Right, I've just been physically tired the past couple of days. Right. But yeah. The fuck is this weird clown that's just showing up in my feed now? But yeah. There we go. I think that we'll just end here early. For the night anyways. We went through the April Fool thing anyways with the OSHA violations, but yeah. Oh, what did you send me? Okay. Oh, but yeah. Right, we already looked through the thing anyways, which was the main topic anyways. Oh, we still have other shit to do anyways, we can do that later in the week. But yeah. We'll just end it here. Actually, wait. Before we go, actually, what was it? Alright, this thing has an official Steam page now. Yeah, we already get Kai no Kaseki later this year. Right? They already have it right here. That's the title, Beyond the Horizon there. They straight up localizing it later this year. Right?
Name's Van Arkwright.
But yeah. Already being
Looks
localized.
like the gang's all here. I'd say things just got a lot more interesting. This huge national project, even bigger than the Zypha announced out of nowhere, is just one giant smokescreen for what they're really trying to accomplish.
We still need to finish Daybreak 1.
That's all.
Take this! You're a worthless piece of human waste! Payback time!
So this is how you aim to kill a god. All right, don't drop your guard, guys. We're taking this bad boy down! Ridiculous amounts of Mira and info are gonna be swirling around this thing. And you can bet we'll be feeling the fallout from that mess one way or another. The Legend of Heroes, Trails Beyond the Horizon. Coming fall 2025.
But yeah. Do they have the page for the Sky remake as well? Yet? Because we were supposed to get that as well. Maybe that one's not listed yet. Because they have a different publisher for that one. That's doing it worldwide or whatever. Oh wait, no, it's here. It just says coming soon though. Wait, we already seen this trailer last year when they announced it. GTX 1050 is the recommended thing for 1080p 60. Cool. Easy to run. Actually optimized game, imagine. You know what's funny, man? It looks like this, actually optimized. And then, like, the GTX 1050 recommended for 1080p 60. But then remember what happened here. The game looks like a fucking PS3 game. And we couldn't even get 30 FPS. Right? Like, and then we were like, what the fuck? This is what they're asking for. It looks like this. Like, I get it, this one's a bit more open and everything. But, like, still. The performance issues and the weird fuzziness there. It runs like shit. And it looks like freaking PS3 game. It's kind of funny just how scuffed the optimization for that one is. Alright, you see this thing. Though it might actually be open. They might actually just have it like a big open thing there, with the stuff being blocked off. It might. Yeah, but we'll see. But yeah. So yeah, that thing did have a thing there. Right, there's like their voice cast announcement, whatever. They're wondering about 21:9 support. They're hoping it gets released on GOG. They're worried because yeah, it's Gung Ho is doing it instead of PH3. It does the ports of them, but yeah, which is a bad track record. Wait, Gung Ho has bad track record? What have they published? Oh, so they've published these games. They've only done like 4 games here. Oh wait, no, they've done more. Why did it only show? Oh, this is just top sellers or whatever. Okay. We'll see. Hopefully they do a good job there. They did say recommended was a GTX 1050. So like maybe it'll be fine, but yeah. Like I said though, we'll just end it here. As usual though, thank you guys all for stopping by. Hopefully I can see you guys again next time. I'm gonna go get some sleep. Alright. But yeah. See you guys. See ya.